What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sitting in my living room. I kind of needed like a change of atmosphere from my normal filming spot. I film usually in like a corner of my room and I have a like filming set up there, but I am 8.5 weeks pregnant right now and I have been so sick and spending a lot of time in my bedroom like not feeling well, and so I just wasn't feeling inspired in that room. So we're sitting down here, we have some holiday decor, feeling festive. It feels a little more like open down here, so hopefully the lighting's okay. But anyway, I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about how I've been doing. The last pregnancy update I posted was, what was it? It was my HCG beta number 2. I got a positive pregnancy test almost 6 weeks ago now, and I got blood work after I got the positive at-home test, and my HCG level was doubling. I got blood work like one day, I think it was like at 13 DPO, and then again at 15 DPO. DPO is days past ovulation, and my HCG was doubling, so that was good. And then I haven't updated you guys since then. So I did have an ultrasound at, I thought I was gonna be around 6.5 weeks, and that's where they put me at 6 weeks one day when I did the ultrasound. And I'll put a little shot of the ultrasound in here for you guys. I got one picture, but I wasn't able to film during the ultrasound. And that ultrasound was like 2.5 weeks ago. So the day I'm filming this is November 29th, and it's gonna go up pretty soon in time after I film. I think this is going up on December 1st, so like 2 days. It'll be 2 days old when you guys see it. And I just like, ever since the ultrasound, I have not been feeling well. Like, it wasn't because of the ultrasound, but as soon as I hit like that 6.5 weeks pregnant, it just like hit me like a ton of bricks. It just, like knocked me out. Like the first, I think week 6 and 7, I was sleeping like 10, 11, 12 hours at night. One morning, my husband got my daughter and I slept in until 10:45, and I had gone to bed at like 9:30 the night before. And I have not slept past 8 a.m. Like, my body just wakes up naturally, and especially since my daughter's been born and she's 2.5, I like haven't slept past 8 a.m. in like since she was born. And so for me to sleep until 10:45, like I knew my body was like going through it, like needed the rest. And then I was like, so I was sleeping like 10, 12 hours and taking a 1 to 2 hour nap any day that I could get it in. So that's what it was like week 6 and 7. Anyway, I kind of just jumped in here without telling you exactly what this video is. It's, I guess it doesn't really matter, but this is kind of like what's happened since my last video, just pregnancy update for weeks like 6, 7, and 8. But you guys will probably know that from the title of this video. So anyway, if you guys remember from my last time I filmed pregnancy updates, like I get very kind of scatterbrained when I'm pregnant, and so whatever, it's fine. So anyway, yeah, I've been really tired, especially like week 6 and 7. When I hit 8 weeks pregnant like a few days ago, I stopped sleeping so much. Like, I feel like my body started to adjust to pregnancy, and I've been able to like, well, I've had insomnia at night too. Okay, I had to change my camera battery. So anyway, I've been having insomnia some nights, like really bad, or like waking up in the middle of the night for several hours at a time and not being able to fall back asleep, and just my sleep's been all weird is like the short of it. So anyway, that's what's been going on. Also, I've been super nauseous. Like I said, I just, like around 6.5 weeks, it just hit me, and I just all of a sudden like had major food aversions. Like certain dinners that I make kind of regularly, like, you know how we have those dinners that we make like every week or every other week, like certain ones, most of them actually, I just like, I can't even, if I even, okay, I'm getting nauseous like thinking about crock pot chicken. Like anything chicken, especially chicken in a crock pot, I can't even think about it. It just makes me like nauseous. So anyway, it's been tricky with groceries. You guys will see in our November budget recap video that'll go up in a couple days. Like it's been rough with food, and so I'm trying to like help my husband and my daughter like get all their meals together while having food aversions, but also like feeding myself. And yeah, it's been a little bit hard. So anyway, I'm like overall super grateful for the symptoms that I'm having, because it's reassuring that I'm still pregnant, because when you're 6, 7, 8 weeks pregnant, like there's really no way to tell that everything's going okay as long as you're not bleeding. Like you just assume that everything's fine, but it's possible that you could miscarry and your body just doesn't know yet and you don't start bleeding. So that happens, and I'm just trying not to stress out. Like I think I was a lot more worried when I was at this point with my daughter than I am now, because I know that my body can not only get pregnant but carry a pregnancy to full term for a healthy baby. Like I've done it once before. So I feel like I made a video around this point at my first pregnancy. If I can find it, I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out. It might be interesting to watch like the difference of where I'm at mentally. But anyway, yeah, I'm definitely worried that it's all gonna like not work out still. Like that goes through my mind every single day, but at the same time I'm out of breath. Okay, at the same time I'm less worried than I think I was last time, because I know my body can do it, and I'm just kind of like in the place where like I'm so busy and just trying to survive that I don't have a lot of time to think about like worrying what could go wrong. And if something's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong either way, as my therapist says. So worrying about it is not gonna help anything. Like you're still gonna be just as disappointed either way, whether you're worrying about it or not. So I'm trying not to worry about it and just assume everything's gonna work out until I hear otherwise. So yeah, those are my two main symptoms. Sorry, my hair, like I can't even deal with my hair. My hair, because winter just is starting to hit, like it's like 30 degrees outside today, so everything just got really dry all of a sudden, and so every winter my hair just has a freak out because the humidity and everything changes and the temperature changes so much. So anyway, I'm messing with it, but I'm sure you guys think it looks fine. It's just like me, it feels weird. But yeah, so anyway, I'm rambling again, so let's get back on track. My symptoms: nausea and fatigue, pretty extreme, and then also I just get out of breath pretty easily. And what was the other one? I know there was something else that was going on. I don't know, I can't think of it. If I think of it, I'll let you guys know. But I don't feel like I'm showing yet. Usually you don't show till like closer to 3 months, but I know like if it's your second kid or more, then your body's already stretched that direction before, so you can start showing earlier. But I definitely feel like I get more bloated sometimes, and it kind of looks like, is that maybe something starting to show? But then like the bloating goes down and I just look like kind of normal. But my stomach is, like my lower abdomen is like a little harder than usual. Like if you push on it, like not push, but if you like gently like press, I can tell that it's not just like squishy as it normally is. So according to my app, which I'm using, the What to Expect app, the baby has, or not the baby, my uterus has gone from the size of a fist to the size of a large grapefruit. So it's expanded a lot already. And oh, that's the other thing. I can tell like all my digestion and like stuff, I can already tell like that's all messed up, because like all your organs get moved around to make room for the baby. And so like I starting to get like a little more like acid reflux or heartburn, not a lot, but just like a little bit more tendency towards that. And just, yeah, I won't get into more details, but just like it messes with your digestive system. So yeah, that's what's been going on symptom wise. The ultrasound, I should have started with that, guys, sorry. The ultrasound went really well. I thought it was gonna be 6 weeks and like 3 days, and I was measuring 6 weeks and 1 day, I think around there. And so I'm at this new doctor's office that I've never been to before. I had to follow my midwife, and it was like kind of a big decision for me, or felt like a big decision of like what to do doctor wise. And I'm really, really happy with the decision, because I went to this office and they, like my appointment for my ultrasound was at 9:30 and they called me back at 9:29. And I know it probably won't be like that every single time, but just the fact that they were like on time, like a minute early, even one time, is just a good sign to me that they're like on top of things. And I liked the vibe of all the people when you check in. There was like a whole, you know, you can kind of see like the person you talk to, but then there's other people sitting back there like on computers on like a little bullpen, and the vibe was good. The person who scheduled stuff, the vibe was good. And then they call me back for the ultrasound. I'm like, you know, go lay down on the table, and she's like, okay, we'll try with the stomach one, and then if we can't find the baby or anything, then we'll do the internal one. So it's like transvaginal. And so yeah, I was hoping they wouldn't have to do that one, but I've done it before. It's not the end of the world. And she put the ultrasound like thing on my stomach, and within like 10 seconds I could already see like sac, baby, heartbeat. And it was just like the most relieving feeling to see the baby like in the uterus where it was supposed to be, and that heart beating. And because I didn't know if I would see a heartbeat at 6 weeks, and sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And it took her like, literally, it was like she pulled out the thing, put it on my stomach, and it was like immediately there was the baby, little baby, heartbeat in the uterus. And so I just like immediately started like tearing up, tears of relief, just seeing that the baby was where it was supposed to be. Because as I've told you like a million times before, if you've seen my videos, I had an ectopic pregnancy and I made a whole video series documenting that experience. But ever since then, I'm always paranoid that the baby is not going to be in the uterus where it's supposed to be. So yeah, that was a huge relief. Heartbeat is good, measuring looks good, and that's pretty much all they can tell. At this point, it's just like, you know, there's not much to see. And so I had my like intake appointment after that, where they just went all over my medical history, because technically this is a new office, and so they don't like have all my stuff in their system. And oh, I can tell you guys this now. Okay, so I hadn't talked about my situation with drug addiction on my channel the last time I was pregnant. And when I first went to the doctor, when I went off of birth control, it was a new OB that I went to, and I was trying to find like a doctor that I was gonna stick with. And the office was terrible, and there was like an hour wait. I went to 2 appointments there, and the second one, it was when I was going off of birth control, and I just wanted to like talk to her like preconception type questions. And both times I had to wait an hour, which was terrible. And then when I went in for my preconception appointment, I was talking to the doctor about like just different concerns I had. And one of the things I told her, as I was like, look, I have a history of drug addiction, and I went to rehab, and it's really important to me, to the extent possible, that I am not given any narcotics. And she laughed at me, and she was like, you're not even pregnant yet, like you just need to not worry about that stuff. And I was just like, I felt so offended, because I'm like, this is something that's really serious and important to me. And yeah, I'm not pregnant right now, but let's say I got pregnant next month and then had a miscarriage, and it was a painful one, and I needed some sort of medication that could be imminent. Like, I need to know my doctor respects my wishes and like takes my concerns seriously. When I was deciding like whether to follow my midwife or not, that was one of the things I had in mind, is that like I didn't want to go back to that other office that's like really close to me, because I had such a bad experience there. I really liked the vibe of my current office. When I was just talking to the nurse, but when I talked to her about like my preference for no narcotics, she was very respectful of it, and just was like, yeah, we'll make sure that's in your file. And like when I had a kidney stone when I was 32 weeks pregnant, I think, with my daughter, I went into the hospital, and like I refused narcotics then, and they gave me like ultra like strength IV Tylenol instead. And like, so stuff can come up during your pregnancy. It's not just like postpartum and stuff like that. So anyway, again, I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, I think I'm covering all the stuff I wanted to cover. So far I haven't gained any weight, but I just think it's because oftentimes you don't gain a lot of weight like in the first trimester, but I haven't really been following it that closely. I haven't weighed myself in a few days. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. So my next appointment is at 10 weeks, or 10 and a half weeks. And so, because I will be 35 when I deliver, I'll have turned 35 like 6 weeks before I deliver. My due date is, I think it's July 7th. I don't remember exactly. They gave me a couple due dates because they were like going back and forth. I think it's July, like early July, around 4th of July. But yeah, because I will be 35 when I deliver, I can get a blood test at 10 and a half weeks that does a lot of the testing that like a certain ultrasound does later in pregnancy normally. And so they'll be able to test for like all the genetic abnormalities that they like to look for, and then also they'll be able to tell me the gender. So we will know the gender really early this time at like 11 weeks or so, instead of having to wait till 20 weeks. So that's kind of exciting. And yeah, so my next appointment is at like 10.5 weeks, so 2 weeks from today. So I definitely will update you guys in a few weeks after that appointment, and I might wait till like I hit 12 weeks so I can just do like a 12-week update and yay, we're almost out of the first trimester type, you know, video, and just like check in then. And on my last video I asked you guys like how many updates do you want on pregnancy, and a lot of people commented that they would like some sort of updates. It's like not no updates, but I don't think you guys mind if it's like not every single like week or month or anything. So for now I'm just gonna make videos when I feel like there's something to talk about that I want to talk about that's important, and other than that I'm just gonna kind of like go with the flow. So my next pregnancy update should be sometime like towards the end of the month. I'm thinking after I've had my next doctor's appointment, after I got my blood work back, and also after maybe I'm around 12 weeks. So I'm really happy that I'm where I'm at, that it's going well so far. I've not had any bleeding, any spotting, anything like that. And I do have a home Doppler, and last time I got my daughter's heartbeat on my home Doppler at 10 weeks or so. A Doppler is just like it's like a little mini ultrasound thing, but it's just for sound, and so you can just put it on your stomach with like that ultrasound gel and you can hear the heartbeat. And I always found that reassuring when I was just like worried, oh, I don't have symptoms today, you know, is everything okay? And I could just do the Doppler really quick. I probably used it maybe like 5 or 6 times until I started feeling the baby move, and then I felt more reassured. So anyway, I did try the Doppler last night and wasn't able to get a heartbeat, but it's so early, I didn't think I was gonna be able to, but sometimes if the baby's positioned just right, you can catch it. Yeah, what else? I think that's it. I have been feeling better like the past couple days, so I'm trying not to worry thinking that like something's wrong that I'm feeling better. Like I feel like it's been ebbs and flows, that I'll feel really, really crappy for like a few days and then feel better for a couple days, and the last couple days has been those days where I feel better. Actually, I took advantage of the energy I had over the past couple days, and we actually got our Christmas tree up and all of my Christmas decorating done. And we don't go too crazy, mostly because I just use what we have and we're not spending any money on Christmas decorations. Actually bought one thing, and that's a new tree skirt, but other than that we didn't spend any money on Christmas decorations this year. We just used what we had. So yeah, I was really happy that we got our Christmas decorating done. We got a Christmas picture of my daughter, and I got our Christmas card ordered. I just didn't think that was gonna happen this year because I've been so sick, but the past couple days I've like felt a little bit better. So this afternoon I started feeling crappier and I was like, ugh, I can't even film, but I was like, you know what, let me just like suck it up and do it, because I haven't filmed a video besides my budget video that I posted, actually that went up today. I haven't filmed any videos in like almost 3 weeks. So I'm like, I just gotta jump back into it even if I don't feel well. So yeah, I think that's the update. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps out my channel a lot, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.